I was watching the video yesterday. Them truckers was letting Donald Trump have it. They were honking them horn. Oh man, they were letting him have it. He was ticked off. He could not give his speech because the truckers was out there blowing them horns. It was beautiful. That was, oh yeah, they was soft for the White House. It's a sign of love. What he's basically done has crippled the trucking industry. See, if you move freight and you do shipments, right? If you don't have, you know, freight to haul or the goods you're moving, if the rates have been lowered, it's not even worth the trip. Don't give somebody something just to say they busy and they working, and it's not gonna come out to anything, and it's only because you have lowered the rates of the delivering goods. So if you're gonna do that, how are they gonna live? That doesn't make sense to me. So they deserve to protest, and anybody who's ever drove a truck should definitely be in conjunction with this. Okay? They went out there to give Trump some flag about it's, this, what's that, the Space Force flag and all this stuff. Them truckers was blowing them horns. Cause see, without these truckers, you guys are not getting your packages. Your mail's not coming through. Your products are not hitting the stores. And they out here, they the road warriors. So, yeah, the White House aide tried to change the narrative and said they're protesting in favor of Donald Trump. President Trump was the biggest misdirection move anybody could ever do because it made no sense. Mm-mm-mm. They're protesting in in favor of President Trump. Yeah, right. They were not. He was talking about the vaccine development, and trunks were waving across they were around the whole eclipse into the sun splash garden. They were drowning some of the speakers out. So some those are truckers that are with us all the way. Nope. No, they're not. They were on Constitutional Avenue with big rigs, and they did not come to party for Trump. These low shipping rates are going to force many of them out of business. So they're fighting for their lives, they're fighting for their family lives. Now, why are these rates been lowered? You haven't lowered the price of goods. Why has the rates been lowered for shipping? Hmm? That's what I want to know. The rest of the world might not be like scratching their head, but for me, I'm scratching my head on that one. It's not making sense. Somebody got to make it make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense to me, because I'm a little baffled. What could be Trump's side of the story? I mean, people this morning with the text messages. It has already begun. Well, Trump believes that the truckers are behind him all the way because they did back him. So most of the truckers feel betrayed by Donald Trump. Back in 2017, when he was president, the truckers basically got behind him, thinking that, you know, this is their guy. You know, he was going to do the things he promised he was going to deliver on. And on the soft lawn of the White House, you know, he went in the 18 wheel at that time. Now, they're like disgusted. And they had who? Morris Kaufman out there, been driving for like 30 plus years. And he's been a conservative for even longer than that. And he said Trump is an absolute moron. His idiotic ideas will tank the economy even further. He said truckers, everybody else, they all mostly lean conservative. But a federal election commission data found that nearly 3/4 of truck drivers are Republican, one of the most conservative jobs in America, along with surgeons and farmers. And truckers supported Trump during his campaign. 75% said they planned it on voting for Trump when he went against Mitt Romney in 2012 or whatever. But everybody went downhill. Who went over there towards his way when the slew of taxes changed, and now it's hindering everybody's ability to make a living. That's right. So now that this hasn't benefited them in a positive way, the truckers are upset. And they have a right to be. Because this is a guy they supported. They helped get into the White House. And there you have it. It's going to be a bloodbath out there. 75% of the clients that usually saw a large tax payment, about 20% had to fork over more than $5,000. That might have been bearable in 2018 when trucking capacity was tight. The industry is raking in cash and truckers saw their pay jump, but now trucking is not the game it used to be. Low rates, low pay for truckers. Trucking has been in recession since late of 2018. Okay, the number of loads need to be moved in the spot market tumbled about 37% in July. Compared to 1 year ago, it was as much as 18. They saw ups and downs in the industry before, but nothing like this. Many operators have either lost equipment or lost a job in the last year. You know, the case freight, you know, for all these other truckers and everything else mean that manufacturers didn't receive as many orders and there were fewer things to move. So the manufacturing numbers is another one of the reasons for so few jobs with this Trump trade war. So the truth about the rates being so low is that Trump's trade policies. Okay, manufacturers are scared. Last month, manufacturing jobs numbers finally began to reflect the reduced production. Everyone looks at the unemployment rate and thinks, man, the economy is in great shape. But manufacturing will tell you the true story behind all of it. So you got to look at what's really happening here. And everyone said, well, the market's correcting itself. Nah, listen, it's a problem. It's a huge problem. Now, it's like you picked your own poison by putting him in the White House because I doubt, even with Hillary Clinton, we would have been at this point we're in right now. See, the thing is, you can't bully your way into a good economy. That don't work. But the truckers of America should have never put this guy in the White House. Because he's just now about to send you guys to the poorhouse. One Crack News, I'm out.